No. Totally not Space Oddity by David Bowie. Not at all, Shy. But yes, hello, I am here now. Only problem is, I can't, drift off into the vast deepness of space and die horribly and alone without a ship to get there first. So that's what I'm doing. Also, hi, Turpana. Listen. I know people love to nom on the lope. So go right ahead, I'm not gonna stop you. Hi, Turpana. Anyways. I'm gonna be making myself a personal little spaceship. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I want to have it so that I can use it later. Maybe for set dressing down the road, who knows. But, yeah. Gonna get my reference pictures up so I can have something pretty to look at while I work on my slightly less pretty thing. Boat. Space boat, yes. Boat. Alright. Where did I put everything? I say as I put everything in. Alright, okay. So, my biggest inspiration for this was actually a figure that I had when I was young. Or, less a figure and more one of its accessories. So I had this, I think this was when episode 3 of Star Wars was the hottest thing around, and I had, or maybe this was 2, I don't remember. Might have been 3, actually. No, it was 3, the visor's from 3. So I had this clone trooper that came with this, winged jetpack thing that never actually showed up in the movies or the cartoon. But I remember really liking the look of this thing, and I just, like, I saw the figure, but I ended up playing more with the jetpack than anything else, just pretending it was a ship in and of itself. I would actually have it with me as a reference, but it's buried somewhere. I don't know where it is. Hopefully I find it again. But this is kind of gonna be the main inspiration for the look of this thing. Just a kind of a more round, kind of smaller profile. Just, you know, easy to zip around with. Also have this for the wings, because I do like the shape they had for the wings here. But, I'm also going to be pulling from some other sources as well. This ship, from Destiny 2, rest in peace. You will forever be missed. I like this ship. This is probably my favorite ship, and it's pretty close to the general profile of this, where it's kind of round, pretty small. I actually remember, even though I've only ever played, like, Twilight Princess and a few others, I remember when I first got this ship, I painted it all just a bright blue color, pretended it was just Space Navi. I wish if I'd done it back then, I would have screamed people, "Hey, listen, listen!" As I just whenever we just go on the loading screen. But I didn't, so there goes that. Digital rotund ship, yes. Aww. Oh, I'm honored. I'm honored to be your digital father. Cause the bottle I made you. That's so cool. I am very honored. I guess it is. I don't know. It is now. And just for some extra detail here. So one thing I definitely want to carry over is this sort of, like, tube thing. Admittedly I'm kind of debating whether to keep it as a set of, like, the main thrusters for the ship, or some kind of missile pod, because of course I want to have to put weapons on this thing, why wouldn't I? I don't know. Either way, I want to kind of pull a bit from Armada Starscream for just the general tube shape of the front here. Like, it's kind of cut open here because these are meant to fold out. but I would want these to be angled. And then just around with, like, these tubes coming out the front. Yeah, Armada's... This... Armada... Not... It wasn't this one, but it was the original Armada Stars... Or was it? No, this wasn't... No, this isn't the one I remember. I had the original Armada Starscream toy from when the show was still airing. That was the second Transformers toy I ever got. I almost still have the whole thing. I'm just missing the sword wing. Because on that one, you could actually take the wing off and fold it down to its sword rather than being a separate accessory like it is here. Unfortunately, that's been gone for years. I don't know where that went. So, unfortunate. But the rest of it's still there. Also, I think one of the springs that actually had the guns fold out stopped working too. But I could probably just hook that back in place and have it work fine. But I need to get out of storage first. And lastly, just for some general aesthetics and detailing, I'm also gonna have the R-Wing from Star Fox Armada here, because that is the one that I played growing up. Like, I've been getting more into Star Fox as a whole. You could probably guess from some of the aesthetics of my dude here. Yeah. But, yeah, Armada, I had Armada growing up as a kid. Loved it a lot. And I do like... this is my favorite version of the R-Wing, so I'm probably gonna pull some bits and pieces here and there for aesthetics. Yeah, Starscream had some really fun moments. It was actually kind of surprising when I ended up learning about the original Starscream and oh, this was how he used to be in the older versions of the show. I don't know. It's kind of weird going from the subversion of the character to just the original when I watched the 80s movie. Still, very cool. I guess if there was one other thing, I don't have this on hand, but if there was one other thing I would pull... Oh, actually, let me grab it real quick. If there was one other thing... If I can find... No... Okay, no. So I can't find... Oh, that's fine. I'll just, kind of make it up as I go. But yeah, let me get this first save going. I don't have a fun name for the ship yet, like I did the sidearm. So for now, it's just the Kobo ship. Working name. Definitely being changed down the road. But yeah, I think I have watched the Blues Brothers. I watched it way back when I was younger. Very fun movie. Only ever saw the first one. I heard the second one wasn't very good. But yes, I have seen the Brothers of Blue. Very fun. KOM1. Maybe? I'll think about that, actually. Just the most narcissistic ship name ever. Great. Yeah, let's get started here. I think I kind of want to start from the body and then just build it out from there. So could make it a bird pun. Maybe. I'll definitely think of... Yeah, a bird pun sounds safe. I'll try that. But first... How to tackle... I guess I'll tackle the cockpit first. Let's go from there. Definitely want it to be round. So... Make a sphere, but not like that. I want to definitely like crunch it down some. Nope. Okay, no, I like that. Make a sphere. Cut down to, I'm gonna say, just gonna look at it from like this top-down angle so I can kind of accurately see how it looks. How it will look. Almost, but not quite. I don't want it to kind of go to this point. So let's go ahead and get started now. Take this, fold it up. I'm gonna pull this bottom half up a smidge. And then what I want to do is I want to have it to where I can actually have it fold up and down, like the glass part. I'll start on X mirror so I can just focus on the one side. Right. Okay. Just gotta remember to do it manually. I could do a mirror modifier. But I want to see if yeah, I'll do a mirror modifier and just... Yeah, I want to see if I can get away with not having this line down the middle first, but yeah, I'll do mirror modifier first. And then if once I'm happy with it, I'll just cut it out. Yeah, good idea. Thank you. Just gotta all transforms. There we go. Although maybe it wouldn't be such a bad idea, because then I could have more of that round shape up top and down at the bottom. Should also make a new collection. Ship. Also, I should also name all these, just so I can tell which one's which. Wings. Destiny. Cockpit. Thrusters. There we go. Just kind of label them what they're all there for. I'm also going to shape this smooth as well. With the exception of this line, which will be marked sharp. That way there's that divider between the top half and the bottom half. There we go. Yeah, that's a good start. Actually, maybe it'd be a little better if I, instead of just having a line there. Clear sharp. And then just split it like that. Then I can give this thing a little bit more of a unique look by just... make it look a smidge better by just sitting this outward some. And then just sealing off the bottom like so. Hope you're all having a good Monday so far, by the way. There you go, give it a little bit of a... tiniest bit of a lip. Just enough for it to be visible. Yeah, I'm hoping to get it to where... just a little bit of a demonstration here. I can have the... maybe if I were to animate this thing, I could just have the cockpit go zoop, and just open up like that. Or maybe like... somewhere like that, where it just goes shoop, and it just opens up, and I can just have my dude just climb out like... boop. Maybe I'd make a larger version of this for that later, but for now I just want to stay at the... I want to stay the low poly route. Separate by loose parts, make it easier on myself. Triangulate it to make it a bit more round, because sometimes the lines don't go quite where you want them to. I'll leave that alone for now, actually. Ah. Yeah, I hope you figure that out, Polly, because I've done 3D printing in the past, and yeah, you gotta be real careful with that. Because not only do you have to make sure it looks good, but also that it's not gonna snap or fall apart or whatever mid-print. So yeah, that's tough. I hope you're able to figure it out pretty soon. And I'd love to see what you come up with as well. I'm very curious. Maybe a bit further back. It's not quite what I'm looking for with that. Well, first, have this line up with the thing, but then... yeah, I want to give it that slanted look here. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, that looks better. Just opens up, guy crawls out, and then just... yeah. molds for making dolls, or rather molds for clay so I can make them. I only have one spool of filament left, and it's cheaper to make molds than print the thing directly. Yeah, that's true. You just gotta make the mold once, and then you can just use whatever material in that mold. Makes sense. I think that's good for the cockpit for now. Actually, one more thing. Just kind of keep the outer lip going all around there. And don't let it go out too far, because I wanted this to just be enough to transition to the main body. There we are. I was going to put statistics on as well. I want to see how many triangles this takes up. Actually, no one's gonna see the back. No one's gonna see the back of this, so no need to keep that open. I will seal this part up, though. Edge mark sharp. There we go. Alright, so that's gonna be... That's kind of the cockpit for now. The general shape of the thing. Just scooch that up there. For the main body... Oh, why all these rotate? I didn't notice that. There we go. For the main body, don't want it to be too big. Just big enough for... when in doubt, start with a cube. So yeah, start with a cube and go from there. Actually, maybe it is better to just extrude the back out of this. Make it about... Maybe about yay long. And then for the back here, I just take it. And then give this the sort of tapered look at the back here. Make it a little more aerodynamic looking. Yeah. Actually move these back a little bit further. Kind of get in the way of the back views. What if I dissolve these? Oh, yeah, that's fine. Ew. Fuck out of here. I saw that bot message. Also, hi Riki. Astro 2. Yeah. I wish I could have the music player actually show what name is the song is, but it kind of broke this time. I don't know why. So for now, I don't know. Could try and maybe do this. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I put a lot of... Wanted to make sure it looked good, and it's still not perfect by any means. For example, I don't know what it is, but now I keep looking right now. Oh. Yeah, it's definitely... Okay, yeah, it's definitely something to do with the number, but I need to change the command for that. Something else, but yeah. I've wanted to make sure this thing looked good, and I'm glad it does. So far, at least. I'm sure there's a million things wrong with it that I just don't know, but one thing at a time. Excuse me. No, I am working on... Yeah, I am working on a new model. Working on a ship for my dude, just pulling from all these to make something new and original. But yeah, I am very happy with the model itself as well. Not that I'm done with it per se, but you know, as it stands, very happy with how it looks. There you go, that looks better. Alright, so I think next I want to tackle these doodads. Gonna separate by loose separate that, because I don't want that to be part of the main model. Especially considering I'm going to mirror it. Yeah. So these are placed kind of far-ish behind the, not too far here, but a little farther here, so I might do something in the middle where kind of here. And then they just kind of shoot out the back a little, so I'm going to do that as well. A very sus thumbnail. I don't even know what the thumbnail of this stream was, I'm going to be honest. I didn't set that at all. I don't have... Yeah. But hi Zeus, welcome to the stream. I'm making a model of a ship for my dude here. Let's go for a very low poly sort of dealio here, but yeah. I actually kind of like how that looks. I'm gonna kind of roll with that for now, see where it leads. Pull this back some. That way it creates that sort of like cratering effect. There's stuff in the middle. Same here a smidge, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, shrink it to about there, and then pull it back. Because I do want to have a bit of a recess here before it just goes further back like so. No, it's just screamer. A few minutes looking very pernitsy. That's a new one. I've never heard that word before. What is pernitsy? Huh. Well, I'm sure it means something nice and wholesome and not horrifying in any way. Edge mark sharp. There we go. Mark sharp here too. Pull that in a smidge more. Actually, yeah, maybe not have this sort of tapered look because it doesn't connect to the other thing. Pull this in a smidge, make it a little bit of a smaller profile. Really accentuate the two thrusters here. Thrusters? Yeah, I think I've settled on thrusters for these. For calling these. Hmm. Actually, I wonder how this would look if it was just 5 as opposed to 6. Name all these 2 before I forget.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
Add a mirror here, see how it looks. Yeah, this still works.
I could do this all day.
No, sir.
Okay, I'll leave these as they are for now. Now let's go ahead and get the wings out of the way before I forget. There we go. It'll make it easier to adjust as I go and do all this.
House.
Have it extend about yay far. Yeah, something like this. Then I'm just going to have these points meet here. That way when I have these fold in, there's a little bit of a hinge to it. It's not just a flat square. There we go. Yeah, that works. And just hypotheticals, kind of see how it is. Fold these back about yay far, and yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's about right. A little bit, yeah. That is kind of how the ship is turning out. But I did want it to be a little, kind of a little goobly of a ship, so it works. In fact, here's what I'll do. Okay, not quite, actually. I'll save that for later. There we go. Actually, what can I do to cut down on the size of this a smidge? Yeah, that works. I do want to keep this mostly low poly, so... Anywhere I can save vertices, the better. Get a smidge bigger. There we go. Oh, what I could do. There we go. I think some jet thrusters are shaped this way, so this could help give this will help give it a bit of a unique look.
Let's make some noise.
Does he bitch like a bitch?
Let's make some noise.
Mantine. I don't think I've seen that one. Oh, that one. Yeah, kinda. I could see it. Triangulate that one, they kind of smooth out those edges some. What's left? I already got kind of the basic shape down. Except... right. Almost forgot. I want to give it these shrouds here. Make the thrusters look a smidge more interesting. I'm gonna pull this back some too. Doesn't need to be that long. Edge mark sharp.
your ass.
If I got this ship on a 256 Fez again, like I did the pistol, that'd be hilarious. Like, it's not intentional in the slightest, but... Hey, so that challenge is genuinely fun sometimes, and I'll see where this goes. If it makes it if I can make it in less than 256 triangles, great. If not, oh well. But now I want to try. I want to see where this goes. Gonna have these at the underside here. Yeah, there we go. I can kind of see it. Like, have these stick out the back some, like that. Not that far out. Actually, I have a better solution. Face project. There we go. I'm gonna pull all this up a smidge, though. That make it look so cramped. Actually, better yet. Yeah. Yeah. Then just bring these forward a bit. Oh, not quite like that. Forgot I had a face project on. Yeah, and then I could have these lower bits be little, like, little missile launchers or something. Just have a bunch of holes here. Or those could be where the lasers are, I don't know. I want to arm this thing somehow, because why wouldn't I? But, yeah. Yeah. For now, these will be lower fins. Minimize chaotic. Fun fact! The cones you put in the back of the jets on your ship are designed to minimize chaotic swirling gases and turbulences, increase forward thrust. Yeah, I've seen this design before. I just didn't know what it was. I just didn't know what it was for. But that's cool. That actually fits with the theme perfectly. Thank you. Now I feel extra justified in having those there. It is meant to be a small, maneuverable little thing. Just chop off the bottom here. Oh, not that. I'm not gonna render it. This thing's nowhere near ready for rendering just yet. Let's have this little doodad up top for detail. There we go, a little extra thing up top for detail. Can I confirm I passed the class and curly chicken? Hell yeah! Nice job, Shy! Congratulations on passing your class, that's amazing! Have those there. I do have a little more of a budget if I want to stick to the 256 triangle thing, which I think I will at this point. It's definitely doable, so I'm gonna run that challenge into the ground. No, it's a fun challenge, honestly. Restricting yourself to just have so many of a particular resource and still have it look good. Actually, I wonder. There we go. Want to adjust the size a smidge? Yeah, it is. Like I find it do myself trying it out way more often than I do. But yeah, it was a challenge that was started by I forget their name. I say when I can just Google it. But yeah, it's a challenge that was set up by a Japanese artist. I can't remember their name. No, Zen sounds the guy that organized a challenge thing around it, but yeah, it's essentially just make a thing within 256 triangles or less, and with one 256 by 256 texture. And it's honestly been super cool to do. I haven't been able to do it for everything. My bird, for example, is one of those things that I could not do at the time. But, I mean, I could always try a version of it later. But yeah, like, stuff like this and my sidearm earlier, absolutely I could do that with the, within the rules of the challenge. And it's been fun, honestly. Edge, mark sharp. Actually remove the, that there. Yeah, like... Yeah, Blues Brothers had some amazing songs in it. I need to rewatch it at some point. So good. Now to just chop this in half. And mirror modify my mirror add a mirror modifier for reasons down the road. Also slim this back a bit. I think I'll make some landing gear for this thing now, and that should be super easy as well. Just...
Well, well, well.
generate mirror. mesh. 2 sphere. Nah, that's fine. Okay. Set origin to geometry. There we go. Just make it to where this thing only needs like 3 legs to land. It's a lighter ship. May as well. When I think about 256 Fez and all that I think about how PS1 developers would have had their brains explode if they knew we would be able to make characters with thousands of triangles nowadays. Like, we spent so much time trying to make low poly stuff look more high poly than it actually is. Why would you go out of your way to make things look lower poly? Yeah, that's true. I've actually seen... I forget his name, but there was a guy who used to develop for the PS1 who was so baffled that people actually wanted to recreate the warbling effect that it had. And he was just sitting there asking, essentially, why would you want to bring this back? This is awful. I hated working with this. What? Paraphrasing heavily, but yeah. I guess if I don't know. I guess if it's all you had to work with at the time, and you're happy with the modern conveniences nowadays, you know, there is that question of why would you want to go back to this? This is awful, but yeah, nostalgia. I mean, I was a little babby when this was the norm, but no, there definitely is something to it. Just the idea that of intentionally like even with all the sort of like modern like looks that we have, where you can just have insane triangle counts and poly counts and whatnot. Just the idea of, hey, let's take a step back and try to make something the way it would have been made back in like the 90s or something. I think it definitely helps not only improve your skill set, but also just kind of gives you an idea of what sort of limitations existed back in the day and how much you really have to cram into each little thing you do. Like these, for instance. Earlier, I had these set to where it was a 6-point triangle, but now it's just a pentagon, and it still looks fine, and it saves on resources. So it doesn't like this triangle count's way lower. And now I have the extra room to actually make little bits of landing gear for this thing, when maybe I wouldn't have been able to previously. Within the limitations, I mean. So yeah, it'll definitely help with the higher poly stuff down the road if I want to do more of that. But, you know, honestly, it's stuff like this that makes me love the low poly style so darn much, and why I kind of lean more towards that when given the chance. But that's just me, though. How many polys? Well, right now, this dude has 245 triangles, so I'm getting closer to that limit, but I'd say I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty alright on the count. So I might actually have some room to make more detail, because there is one more thing that I wanted to add that I wasn't quite sure how I'd get to, but you know, now that I have some more wiggle room, why not? But yeah, it honestly kind of reminds me. There was a YouTuber I saw recently. My friend Riki showed him to me, and I wish I could remember the guy's name off the top of my head, but he has a thing where he made a bunch of songs out of a old like Casio keyboard thing meant for kids from like the 80s. And he was able to do some fun stuff with it, even after, in the midst of trying to clean it, accidentally melting some of the keys so they didn't work as well. He still did a good job with them, and I think that's cool. And I think that's kind of the, the appeal of it. Like, hey, even if you have all these modern amenities, you can still do cool shit with stuff from decades ago. Yeah. 67,000 triangles. That is a lot. Honestly, I think at some point I should go into just the really higher numbers, because the one thing I'm worried with the most when it comes to my models, outside of how they look, of course, is how optimized they are, how well they can run with certain bits of hardware. Because I know places like VRChat have sort of stricter limits when it comes to poly counts, and I would like to actually start doing more VRChat models at some point. So one of the things I concern myself with is, how do I make this model look good, but also not make the person's computer explode when they look at it? That's kind of that's kind of where my headspace is most of the time. And yeah, computers are gonna get better and better, and these limitations are just gonna, not worry at all. But it's still something I think about once in a while. Of like, hey, I'm putting a lot of detail into this part, but will it cause my aging GPU to set itself on fire if I put this in a video game? So that's partially why I leaned into the low poly stuff more. But hey, maybe at some point I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll revisit my bird and make the super high poly version of him with like full lip movements, full eye movement, all the fun, all the bits and pieces. Wouldn't be the first time, but it'd be good practice. Right, what are we at? 249, so starting to run a little lower on space, getting closer to that limit, but not entirely there yet. I do want to reshape these though. I think it's limitation for the tool, not the output. VRChat's limit is 70k for PC avatars, right. Modern low poly stuff is using very non-limited tools to make that is limited. Oh, no, yeah, yeah, a model, like, even using modern version of Blender to make these models is a modern amenity of itself. Like, there was a video I saw of someone using a version of, I think, Blender from years and years ago, and that looked so cumbersome. It looked bad. So I guess that's part of it as well. And I guess when I was thinking of VRChat limits as well, like, yeah, 70k for PC avatars is one thing. But I know Oculus and Android in general have way lower. And ideally, if I were to make a VRChat avatar for anything, I would want it to be visible on every platform, not just PC. That way more people could enjoy it, and, a little bit more of a challenge for me, but also a bit more satisfying when I'm done. Yeah, 15k, that's more what I was thinking of. Yeah. But I guess part of me does enjoy the extra challenge of optimizing the hell out of everything I make. So that is probably part of it, because sometimes sometimes I like to cause myself pain and misery in the not actually serious kind of way. Right, I've got 7 more triangles. What could I do in 7 triangles? Actually, do I even need... No, I don't, actually. Give myself even more room to do stuff. There we go. So now I have a lot more room to mess around. Do I need the bottom face? I'll keep the bottom face. That way there's not just an invisible plane. If, like say I want to make... I don't know how much I'm going to dabble into animation. Maybe I will if I ever decide to go whole hog and... I don't know, maybe make a video game or something. It's something I've thought about, but one thing at a time. Yeah, if I wanted to have a scene of this thing taking off, I would probably want to have the bottoms there just in case. But I'll come back to it later if I decide, hey, maybe not. I might even cut the landing gear entirely if I decide I don't need it. But, yeah. I do want to at least have that little detail there.
Oh yes, that's my shit.
Exactly. But yeah. I do want to fill up the rest of the space with more detail, but, what should I do? And I think that's actually where I'll take reference from... Not that, that's more texture work. These. I notice on the Destiny ship, there's these little extra bulbs that come out the side, and they have the little things. I'm not sure what they are originally, but, I don't know, maybe I could, maybe I could implement some of those here. Oh, actually, I know what I can use these for now. Let's see. Can I pick the right one, please? Thank you. Shrink this. Transform to sphere. Send that out some. Like about yay far out. And extrude these back. Get rid of that back face. No one's gonna see it. And there we go. 2 little laser turret things. Now I've got 5 more to go. 5 more triangles to use. Want to make them count. I was going to adjust this a smidge. There we go. Catch you later, Trapana. Hope you have a good rest. Thank you for stopping by. Speaking of higher poly stuff, I mean, this is definitely a... I'm definitely gonna finish this up, but maybe in the future, I could make a bigger version of this ship that fits better with the poly counts if I do, because like the pistol is also 250, also the whole 256 Fez thing, and that fits fine because it's a small little thing. But yeah, this could be... I don't know, I guess it depends on the... This could be a little more strange, having my dude stand next to this, but we'll see. If nothing else, this is a good start. A good little concept piece to expand on later, perhaps in a future stream. We will see. But yeah, for now, I gotta figure out what to do with the last 6 triangles. What could I possibly do with these? Oh, hey, Soul. Welcome. This is meant to be a spaceship, but it is inspired by the jetpack at the back there. The jetpack's actually something I have, and I actually had it as a kid, and I grew up with it. I wish I could have a physical version with me as a reference, but I can't find it, so I have to use pictures for now. But still, I think this is coming out rather well. Just need to... Decided to make it another super low poly thing again, because I figured, why not? I keep doing this to myself by accident, may as well roll with it. What to do with these last 6 triangles that I have room for? No, that's the other reason for that. Actually, you know what? No need to overthink it. It's fine as is. I can go a little bit. Alright, I don't need to use every single one. But yeah. There's the mesh of the ship done. But now, I want to start working on the texture a bit. What's this? Just got... Couldn't find 3D models online. Not for the... I couldn't find any 3D models for the actual, like, jetpack toy itself, per se. I think it's a bit too niche for someone to have made it, but... Future stream idea, at least. Got my new 40 power box for my microphone and my new audio mixer. About to go crazy figuring out how to produce my own. I had a studio microphone a friend gifted to me. Was the reason we got the audio mixer. Turns out I didn't have enough energy. It sounded super faint. But now I have this in my paws. Yeah. Yeah, congrats on the new mic, actually. That's really cool. I actually had something similar where I got a microphone as well. But I realized, oh crap, I don't have the right thing for it, so I ended up getting the audio mixer for it, and now it works great. I get a fun little volume knob for it, so I can just turn myself up and down as need be. No, yeah, that'll be awesome. You're gonna sound so much better. You're gonna sound so much better when you start using that the actual proper microphone. Yeah, I guess as long as it works, it works. I would suggest testing it yourself in like Audacity or something before you use it, just to see how you sound. Oh no. Only like 2 weeks into my streaming career, I'm already getting canceled. Oh no. How dare? No. Nah, like you already sounded fine in your stream, but you're gonna sound even better. You're gonna sound so much better now. Like gonna go from like a fucking B plus to an A. I don't know what else to think of that, but yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's something I notice as well. Sometimes when your voice goes through a microphone, it will change slightly. So yeah, sometimes a laugh will sound super high pitched when it isn't in real life. That's just kind of how it is. It's probably why high quality mics are so important, because they sound even closer to your actual voice than maybe some cheapo work mic would. Yeah, I get what you mean. But yeah, I will get started on the texture soon. But first, I will be right back. Just gonna take care of some things real quick. Alright, wait, what'd you get? Your FBT. I don't know what that is. What is an FBT? I'm curious. I've never heard of this before. Oh, full body. Oh. I feel silly now. Okay, but yeah, that great, awesome. Full body tracking is amazing. I hope it goes well. I'd love full body tracking at some point, but unfortunately, it's very yeah. Oh, that is so cool of your aunt to give you that, and yeah, awesome. I'm sure you'll do great. Anyways, gonna grab a thing real quick. BRB. I'm back. Anyways, I think what I'll do now is I will start just getting a texture together for my ship. Because I don't want to fly around in a gray colorless blob. Before I do that, I need to actually make sure that this thing is UV mapped properly. So that is what I'll do. I'm gonna project this from view because I'm imagining this is gonna be a. I'm gonna imagine this has like a slight gradient to it. Kind of gets brighter as it goes back a little bit. Meanwhile, these. I'm gonna have this seam go along here. Then I'm just gonna have. Yeah. Mark there. Mark here. Mark these as well. And just unwrap by angle. Welcome back, Shy. And thank you, Soul. So right now, I don't know if I want any particular. Actually, first of all, I only want the one seam going across here. So clear those. Try again. There we go. Making it line up with the pixels more easily. I also want these to kind of overlap each other, so that I can create that way I can create a repeating pattern of sorts and not have to texture each of these bits individually. Same with the front too. I remember doing that a bit with my sidearm and liking the result of that quite a bit, so I figure, you know what? Why not do that again? Although that does mean... Okay, maybe not quite the same. I have to tackle this one a little differently in the back. Hopefully the test goes well, Sol. these triangles now. That's actually a spot for them right there. Just need to... shove this in here. Give it a little bit of room away from that, but still, gotta keep it close. Alright, that's all the bits of the thruster. Gonna shove that over there. This one's easy. Just take the wing... project... Well, not that. Not that part. Project from view. Turn it slightly. Done. That's the wing. Now for the body. Project from view. Project from view. You up top. And just kind of shove it up there along with everything else. Yeah, just do that. These should be simple enough. These ones are easy enough. They're just a solid color. Or they're going to be, at least. Mostly solid. Oh, is it? I mean, congrats on getting the mic working, but I'm guessing the stand is a bit too heavy, or can't put it on your desk somewhere. Oh. Ah. Yeah, that would do it. Being crooked is no fun. Yeah, having a crooked arm stand like that's not great at all. I'm hoping the screw is at least replaceable, and it should be... Or that. Yeah, that's good. The main thing is that it works. Awesome. Glad to hear. Yeah. I'm sure there's a way to fix it. Just might take a... I'd look up replacement parts or replacement screws for the arm that you have. See if they exist anywhere. Maybe that'll fix the issue of it not being able to come off. Yeah, the holder is kind of stuck and it won't unscrew, so it's stuck to your desk. Yeah. Yeah. The grippy part. The vise? I think it's... I don't know if they actually call it a vise, but yeah. That's stuck. Okay. Yeah, that's... Crap, I'm sorry. I hope your shoulder heals. Yeah, good call. Don't hurt yourself.
stank box.
Yeah, that might be something. Like I've got my mic on a tripod right now. I don't even have an arm yet. I would like one though. But one thing at a time. So now I just gotta take all these and arrange them in a way that they'll still have some detail in this texture, but not, like, I'll only have the one sheet. Also, gotta make sure the changes actually show up. There we go. This makes it pretty easy to see the image. Even if I do have to go back and adjust it later. Let's make sure the material is applied everywhere. Don't need that anymore. Well, actually, yeah, I do. I'll keep them on. So everything has... Not everything has it. Get that on. There we go. Now everything has it. Save incremental. Every song's already been invited. Yes, some of these are older, some of these are newer. I'm sure Ricky would agree with you. But, yeah. On to this. So now it's just basically just playing the RE4 inventory minigame again, just figuring out where all these things need to go. put these down here because they're gonna be solid color. They're not gonna be super or the texture.
Keep moving from this mountain. Move on to the promised land. Turn you and take your journey. And go to the
Oh, Riki and Stank Fox are the same person. Stank Fox was her old handle musically, but now she just goes by Riki Volps. Like all the music you've heard so far is made by her. And if you would like to buy her albums for yourself, 1 second.
Wonderful.
I'm a good lady.
You can check out her Bandcamp right here. I'd say it's worth it. She does some really good stuff, especially recently on Overheated, her latest one. Again, I'd love to have the names actually show up, so you can see which song is which, but I can't get VLC to play nice with that right now, so next time. Next time. Yeah, set the tensile density, that's the one. Tensile density. Just making sure all the pixels and stuff line up on these. And that they all look somewhat cohesive. Ricky. Exactly. Well, hey, hopefully you do have a silico gun lying around. Would make things a lot easier. Ricky, it's you. Thank you. I'm glad you like the ship so far. And yes, this is Noise Noise. I think this is actually the first song I actually bought from you. Way back when. Uh-oh. I just saw it. Ricky, look out, Ricky. She's gonna get you. She gonna get you. Oh, overheated? Yeah, I have overheated already. I think I bought it first day. But thank you. Oh. You make such good music. I wanna support you. Especially now that I can actually... Now that I have actual income. Yeah. Hey Sharp. Hey Duke. Glad you two could hop in. Still working on this. Got a good chunk of the way done, though. Yeah, the songs you made way back when and the songs you make now are very, very different, but there's still some older ones I like. Hell yeah, Spell Brigade. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I wanted to play that again, but wanted to get some streaming in. I don't want to get lazy with it like I did before. So, B, I hope you had fun, and mayhaps next time I will join you and have even more fun. Or maybe after stream. Or maybe after stream, I don't know. Either way. Spell Brigade is a video game. It's a little bit like Vampire Survivors, but you play as a bunch of wizards. And you run around, you kill enemies, you collect upgrades, and it's super fun. Would recommend. Fix that later. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Like I said, it is like very much in the same vein as Vampire Survivors, where you walk around and you just kind of shoot automatically. And it is very roguelike every round. You're right, Riki. You are absolutely correct there. So if you like Vampire Survivor... Oh, and it has co-op as well, which is kind of what everybody was alluding to. So if you want to play with your friends, you can. Like I said, would recommend. Very fun. I actually wouldn't mind making a whole stream out of that at some point. But for now, I work on my ship. Also, if anybody followed me during any of this stream, thank you very much. I can't see it because I don't have alerts for that set up yet, so I can't really see who followed. So, if you have, thank you, and if you haven't, please consider doing so. It would help me a great deal. Inkbound, I've heard of that. Thank you, Duke. I heard the name. Let me go look it up again real fast. "2024 turn-based tactics." Okay, this looks cool. Yeah, turn-based roguelike set in the world. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of this. That sounds really neat. And oh, it got canned. Dang. Oh, that's unfortunate. If only if only it had come out. It does look really fun. Unfortunately, things just happen. I mean, hopefully it wasn't anything too bad, but I don't really know. I don't know. I've never heard of this game until now, so I don't really know for sure. I just heard the name way back when, but yeah. Sucks that it got canceled. Very, very sorry to hear that. do. There we go. And let's just squeeze that in there. This should be everything. Just gonna move some stuff around to try and fit it better in. Make some extra room here and there. Because why not? Accidentally moved that one. Need to fix. There we go. There we are.
Stank Fox made this.
Now I just want to block out everything and just get the basic colors down before I wrap it up. I do want to mostly follow the original color scheme somewhat of just kind of mostly white, but I do want to throw some other colors in there as well. Not too many, but like a few to make it more distinct. Oh yeah, also, change from linear to closest, so it's pixel perfect. And on we go. Almost forgot to turn edges all the way up, so I can see what I am doing. go. There we go. Never mind. Okay, that's... sometimes the fill bucket is finicky. No big deal, though. Just do that, and boom. There we go. Oh, I do want to fill in that spot so it's not just gray later. There we go.
Waiting in my grave, the one I love lies far away.
I'm not even supposed to be here today. Oh, fuck you.
That could work. Just take this, rotate it some. There you go. That's better. Hmm. What colors to make these things? Actually, now I wonder. If I just consolidate this and just put it over that. Yeah, that looks fine, actually. Yeah, I'm thinking this will be some kind of, like, little warning thing. Like, hey, laser bits come out this end, watch out.
In effect.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do with this is lay out the base colors now, and then go in later in, like, GIMP to just flesh out the actual texture thing. Make it look a bit more... I don't know. This experiments a bit more with post-processing effects like noise and whatnot. Just make it a little more... I don't know, not as super simple as I'm making this out to be. But still. Oh, welcome back, Soul. Sorry, I got stuck with this. Been staying back to the microwave back. Yeah, I brought a silicone gun, but no silicone. That's the landlady. Here's 6 she managed to find. Welcome back! Yeah, I'm glad you were able to find the silicone and the silicone gun. Perfect. Hmm. Maybe not that. There we go.
The McDonald's people.
Nope. Not yet. Hmm. Nah, I don't like that. Yeah, I'll just fill this in with some basic colors for now. Just gotta get that blocked up before I move on. Another thing I want to draw here are some just like little bars going over top, like support for the windshield. Hey. Then give it a little bit of an outline. There we go. Let me give the wings another shot. Okay. Gonna work a little off-screen magic now. Just get this pattern finished up. Let's see it. Oh. Just copy paste this over and over again. And boom. There we go. That looks better. Okay. I think this thing is off to a good start. Definitely not done, but certainly starting to come together. All glued. Hey, Strong Idol. You're welcome. I do not work for any company right now. I'm just kind of doing my own thing at the moment. Not opposed to it, of course, but right now right now this is all me. All glued. Trying to see if this works out. Hope it does, Soul. Seems to be working. Yeah, hope you're enjoying Dead by Daylight so far. I remember you were streaming last time. Looked like you're having a good time. Hope that's still going. When am I making game nights in my stream? Probably later on? I think Mondays are going to be reserved for modeling. I need to think of a good day for streaming a game, though, because, frankly, work. Work's gotta be cooperative in that, and right now they are very much not. But we'll see. We'll see if I can't figure something out. Please set my view transform to standard. How would I do that? Affect only origins. Never really messed with that before. From perspective, orthographic. I don't think I messed with standard too much. It's on AGX, it's in the render settings. Oh, where it's in between cycles. Okay. Oh, you said set views transform to standard. Color management. Okay. So I don't think I've messed with this setting before. I don't quite know where it is. Color management. Here it is. View AGX to standard. You said. Oh. Oh, that's cool. I had no idea that existed. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, that makes it pop a lot more, actually. Wow. Good to know. I'll be writing that one down, because that sounds great. Also, I noticed I gotta do this again. Color management. Use standard. Oh, I know, it's a solid. Yeah, I never thought about that. I never heard anywhere about AGX. It's like, oh, yeah. Thank you for letting me know. This looks so much better now. Thank you. Might have to go back and re-render my burb with that setting off, because otherwise, yeah, I was wondering why things would look washed out sometimes. I guess this is it. Wow. Thanks. I had no idea this was a thing. I will make a note of this for later, and probably also update my default stage that just has this on all the time. Yeah, I need to look more into that, actually. I need to figure out what... Yeah, I need to go back and adjust that. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out, Polly. Or Dachi, I don't know which one you prefer. But, yeah. Off to a pretty decent start. Definitely needs some more work to be done, but tell you the truth, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it for now. It was fun working on this, and I'll definitely be posting updates to this later. I'm not gonna stop working on this today, but yeah, I think the sort of like wing pattern here on the wing pattern on the wings too. Dusters are mostly okay. I need to color these in the back, but got the cockpit working. Yeah, it's a pretty good start. Or, like, almost done. Just need to finish up the texture, then kind of rough it up a bit. Poly did. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. It's a good one. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here for now. I'm starting to get a little... I want to take a little break. Panels if it's gonna go... Maybe. Yeah, I'll think about that. Wingle? Yeah, makes sense. To match the secondary ribbon. Yeah, I'll see about adding those later. See if I kind of see how I feel, because I do want the wings to fold back. Sort of just kind of like an R-wing, just kind of have the wings fold back when they're not needed. And extra little bits might get in the way of that, but we'll see. But yeah, other than that, thank you all for stopping by. I will, if nothing else, I'll pop in next week. And I'm gonna try something now. I'm gonna see about trying a new thing for the first time. Yeah, like how now they'll fold out when they're flying and then kind of go back. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Okay, never mind. I'll have to try this later. But, yeah. Thanks everybody for hopping in. I hope you enjoyed, and I will... If nothing else, I will see you next week. Bye-bye.